The message has been spreading quickly across phones, group chats, and social media feeds. A 3,000 pension bonus for March 2026. For many pensioners and families who rely on social security system support in the Philippines, that number instantly catches attention. 3,000 pesos might not sound hug to some, but for retirees managing medicine, groceries, electricity, and daily expenses, it can mean relief for a week or even a month depending on how carefully it is used. Because of that, thousands of people are asking the same question right now. Kasama ba ako? Am I included in the Payout? The excitement started when discussions about additional assistance for pensioners resurfaced early this year. Many retirees have been hoping for financial relief due to rising price of basic goods and medical needs. Conversations about possible pension adjustments or team bonuses tend to travel fast because the suspension is illifiling for millions of Filipinos who worked for decades before retirement. Whenever a bonus is rumored or announced, people naturally want to confirm if the information is real, when the money will, and who exactly qualifies. Right now, the 3,000 figure being talked about refers to a proposed or discussed pension support payment connected to broader conversations about strengthening benefits for senior citizens and pensioners. News like this spreads rapidly because many families depend on this pension income to cover everyday needs. For retired workers who contributed for years, every additional peso matters. A bonus like it is could help buy maintenance medicine, pay bills, or simply ease the pressure of stretching a fixed monthly pension. Many pensioners are also asking about the March 2026 payout schedule. Normally, as pensions follow a predictable system where payments are released through bank accounts enrolled in the pensioners' electronic credit system. Depending on the pensioner's assigned schedule and the bank processing team, the funds typically arrive during the first week of the month. When bonuses or adjustments happen, they are usually credited alongside the regular pension or through a separate deposit within the same period. Because the topic is trending online, it's important to understand how SSS announcements actually work. Official confirmations about bonuses, increases, or special payouts always come directly from SSS announcements, government press releases, or official communication channels. This matters because social media posts often mix accurate information with speculation, which can create confusion for pensioners who are hoping for additional assistance. Still, the reason people are paying attention to this posible 3,000 pension bonus is understandable. Many retirees are currently facing higher living costs compared to just a few years ago. Electricity bills, transportation, food, and especially medicine price have steadily increased. For pensioners whose monthly income is fixed, even a small bonus can make a meaningful difference. Some use it for medical checkups, others save it for emergencies, and some simply use it to buy things they have postponed for months. For those asking if they might be included, eligibility typically follows SSS guidelines whenever bonuses are released. Pensioners receiving regular retirement pensions are usually prioritized, though disability and survivor pensioners may also be included depending on the specific program. The exact criteria depend on the official policy to Payouts. Some teams the benefit is universal for all pensioners. Other teams target certain groups. Another factor that affects payouts is account status. Pensioners must have an active bank account linked to the suspension record through the electronic credit system. This system ensures that benefits are deposited directly into the pensioner's account, reducing delays and preventing problems that used to occur with manual checks or outdated payment methods. There are also cases where pensioners need to complete a certain verification requirements to continue receiving benefits monthly. SSS teams conducts annual confirmation procedures to verify that pensioners are still eligible. This is especially important for survivor pensions or cases where account information needs updating. Those who recently completed verification processes typically experience motor deposits whenever special payments are released. On results that 3,000 bonus conversion is drawing attention, is because pension adjustments have been discussed several times in recent years. Pensioners remember the previous increases and the additional benefits introduced to support retirees. As similar discussions arise, expectations grow that another round of support could arise soon. Families of pensioners are also closely watching the of the test. In many Filipino households, an SSS pension contributes directly to family expenses. Children or relatives often help manage the funds, especially when the pensioner is elderly or dealing with health issues. When abot additional assistance spreads, until families begin checking of this together. Community conversations show just how important these benefits are. In markets, pharmacies, and neighborhood gatherings, retirees often talk about pension schedules, bank deposits, and possible increases. It's a topic that connects people spend decades working in different industries but now share at the same stage of life, retirement. Many retirees also remember these when financial support programs were introduced to help during difficult periods. Government agencies sometimes step in with special assistance when economic pressure affects vulnerable like seniors. Because of that history, pensioners remain hopeful whenever discussions about bonuses or increases begin circulating. At the same time, financial experts often remind pensioners to stay cautious about unverified announcements. This first approach is always to wait for official confirmation before making plans around a rumored payout. This protects pensioners from misinformation and helps them manage expectations realistically. That said, the conversation itself highlights a big issue. Many retirees depend heavily on their pension as their primary income. While some high savings or support from family members, others rely almost entirely on their monthly benefit. Any extra support, whether temporary or permanent, becomes a significant source of relief. If 3,000 bonus discussed for March 2026 receives full confirmation and implementation, it would likely follow the same straightforward distribution system used for previous benefits. Pensioners would not need to apply manually if they are already active beneficiaries. The amount would simply be credited to their registered bank accounts through the existing pension payment infrastructure. This automatic process is designed to reduce stress for elderly pensioners who may find paperwork difficult. Instead of standing in long lines or submitting additional forms, eligible recipients typically receive the funds directly without needing to visit the offices. For now, many pensioners are keeping an eye on updates and checking their accounts regularly as March approaches. The possibility of receiving an extra 3,000 is enough to spark hope among retirees who carry fully budget every peso of their monthly income. The strong reaction to this topic also shows how closely pensioners follow news related to their benefits. After decades of contributing to the system during their working years, they naturally pay attention to any changes that could improve their financial stability during retirement. At its core, the discussion about the 3,000 pension bonus reflects the everyday reality of retirees trying to manage leave and fixed income. Whether the amount goes toward medicine, food, utilities, or helping grandchildren with school supplies, even a modest bonus can create a moment of breathing room in a tight monthly budget. As updates continue to emerge, pensioners across the Philippines are waiting for clear confirmation and details about eligibility. The question, kasama ba ako? Remains at the center of the conversation. For those who depend as a suspension, the answer could make March 2026 eligible share, bringing a welcome boost at a team with every extra peso truly counts. As conversations about the 3,000 suspension bonus continue circulating, many pensioners remain hopeful that additional financial support will arrive soon. For retirees who rely on their monthly pension, every update about benefits carries real weight. These are not just numbers being discussed online. They represent groceries on the table, maintenance medicines that must be taken daily, electricity bills that cannot be delayed, and small personal needs that often get pushed aside when budgets are tight. Retirement was supposed to be the stage of live years of hard work finally bring it and stability. Many of today's pensioners spend decades waking up early, commuting long distances, working in offices, factories, construction sites, hospitals, schools, and various other workplaces across the country. Their contributions to the social security system were not just deductions from their salaries. They were long-term investments in their future security. Because of that, every announcement connected to pension benefits naturally captures their full attention. The reason the 3,000 bonus discussion has generated such strong reactions is simple. Retirees understand how quickly living expenses add up. A trip to the pharmacy alone can take a large portion of a monthly pension. Blood pressure medicines, diabetes maintenance, vitamins, checkups, and laboratory tests are not optional for many seniors. These are necessary expenses that must be prioritized even when the budget is already stretched thin. Food price also play a huge role in a pensioner's monthly planning. Basic items that used to be affordable years ago no require careful budgeting. Pensioners often track market price closely, adjusting what they buy depending on what fits within their limited income. Some stretch their pensions by purchasing smaller portions, choosing cheaper alternatives, or relying on family support when needed. Utility bills are another reality that cannot be ignored. Electricity, water, and sometimes internet or mobile communication have become essential parts of daily life. For elderly individuals living alone, these services are not luxurious. They are lifelines that keep them connected to family members, emergency services, and important information. Because of these responsibilities, even a team financial boost can have a meaningful impact. An additional 3,000 might cover a week of groceries, help pay for medications, or allow a pensioner to settle a bill that has been waiting. For some retirees, it can also mean finally buing submitting the postpaid for months because other needs can first. What makes pension discussions even more personal the fact that behind every pension account is a lifted story. As retiree reached this stage after years of work, sacrifices, and contributions. Some supported families while raising children. Others spent their careers helping build industries or serving communities in various professions. When retirement arrives, the pension becomes the reward for decades of discipline and dedication. That is why clarity about benefit of this is extremely important. Pensioners deserve accurate information so they can plan their finances responsibly. When rumors or incomplete reports spread online, it often creates unnecessary confusion and emotional stress. Seniors may start expecting funds that are not yet officially confirmed, only to feel disappointed when the deposit does not appear immediately. The best approach for pensioners and their families is to rely on verified announcements and official updates. Government agencies typically release clear statements when bonuses, increases, or assistance programs are finalized. These announcements include details about eligibility, payment schedules, and how the funds will be distributed. The good news is that the pension payment system today is far more convenient than in the past. Through electronic crediting, most pensioners receive their funds directly into their bank accounts without needing to travel or stand in loneliness. This modern process protects seniors from unnecessary physical strain and allows them to access their money safely. Family members often play an important role as well. Many children or relatives help elderly pensioners check their accounts, monitor updates, and manage withdrawals when needed. In Filipino culture, caring for elders is deeply valued, and financial support often becomes a shared responsibility within households. The discussion surrounding the 3,000 bonus also highlights a broader issue that continues to receive attention: the long-term sustainability and adequacy of pension benefits. As living costs evolve, policymakers regularly evaluate how retirement programs can continue supporting seniors effectively. These conversations take time, careful planning, and financial analysis to ensure that benefits remain stable for both current and future pensioners. For retirees themselves, patience is often part of the process. They have seen many challenges throughout their lives, economic shifts, policy adjustments, and improvements in social programs. While waiting for official confirmation about any bonus or additional payout, many pensioners continue focusing on what they have always done, managing their resources carefully and staying hopeful for positive developments. Hope remains an important part of the conversation. The possibility of additional support remains pensioners that their contributions are recognized and that discussions about improving benefits continue to happen, even when obstacle. Knowing that these issues are being addressed brings reassurance to many retirees. As March 2026 unfolds, pensioners across the Philippines will continue checking updates and monitoring their accounts with anticipation. Some will discuss the news with neighbors. Others will talk about it with family members during meals or phone calls. These conversations are part of everyday life in communities where demand income is a shared concern. Whether the 3,000 bonus arrives as expected or requires further confirmation, the attention surrounding it has already revealed something meaningful. Retirees remain deeply connected to the system they contributed to for many years. Their interest in these others reflects not only financial need but also the trust they place in the institutions designed to support them. For now, staying informed and patient remains the most practical step. Pensioners who follow official announcements and keep their account details updated are always in the best position to receive any benefits that become available. When financial assistance programs are finalized, they are usually distributed through the same reliable systems that deliver regular pensions every month. Intent, retirement is not just about receiving a pension. It is about dignity, security, and the recognition of a lifetime of effort. Every peso of support carries meaning because it represents appreciation for the years pensioners spent contributing to the workforce and society. So as discussions about the 3,000 SSS pension bonus continue, many retirees are simply waiting for the moment when clarity arrives. When that confirmation comes, it will not just be another deposit in a bank account. For countless seniors, it will be a reminder that the system they supported for is still working to support them in return.